Well, hello PS51 and welcome back to DreamYard. This is still our time to learn more about you. You should be creating your own mystical creature. And it can be from a television show, it can be from a movie. Those little animals from the Pokemon ball are all mystical creatures. So is Spider-Man, that's a mystical creature. So are fairies and elves. And even better, you can create your own mystical creature. Maybe you want to be something that nobody's ever heard of, like part robot, part werewolf, part tiger. If you can imagine it, you can draw it and you can create it and you can be part of our magical realm. There's all sorts of creatures in the magical realm. There's unicorns and there's the Powerpuff Girls, but I'm going to give you an art lesson today on more realistic drawing. So get ready, and for today's lesson, you'll need a piece of paper, a pencil, and an eraser. And we'll begin our lesson as soon as you return.
So I've decided to turn myself into a drawing to make it easier and simpler for you to see the shapes and the forms of the body. Now, if I move too fast, you can always push pause so that you can draw the figure in time. Okay, let's start with our first pose.
You're going to start with your head, and it needs to be at the top of the page. Remember, you're going to need a lot of space below to draw the rest of your body. We're going to start with an oval shape, okay? I know you know the difference between an oval and a circle. The next shape we're going to make, rectangle. And that's going to be our chest and our stomach. Now let's create some lines. These are slanted lines, or some people call them diagonal. And start right at the edge, right here, okay? You see? Not inside, but on the outside, and make a line. Then put a dot there for your knee, and then another line for the lower part of your leg. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Start all the way at the edge. Let's make a triangle shape inside of this space. You see all this space? We're going to make a triangle shape without the bottom part. Watch what I mean. Now don't go too close because these are going to be your legs and you want them to have some room. So watch this. Don't go all the way to the top. Stop, and then that's the line to show where your pants stop. Now we want to make the feet. Let's make a kind of triangle shape down below. Let's do the same thing on this side. There, now I have 2 feet. If I want to put some details on it, I can make little lines for the shoelaces or even like sneakers and put a second line there to make it look like it has the sole of the shoe. Add a neck. All you have to do is make 2 lines coming down from the oval shape to attach to the rectangle. Now let's finish off with our hands and our arms. For this arm, we're just going to go just like the leg. It has the top part and then the bottom part separated by the elbow. So let's do that. Let's make line, top part of the arm, your elbow, then the bottom part. And then you can put another little dot for your wrist. That's this part of your arm that attaches to your hand. Let's do the same thing on this side, but use an upside down triangle shape like this. Attach it to the shoulders at the top, not on the bottom, right at the top. Great. But that's too skinny. I know. We're going to finish it up. See how that follows that line? And then it starts to, there's the elbow, and then I start to go that way. You see? Wow. We're going to follow this shape, and then I have to follow that shape. Make a line here to separate the shirt. So you see how there's a line where your shirt stops and then your hand comes out? So let's do that on this side and on this side. Now to make the hands, we're going to make them look a little bit like mittens. Let's start with our thumb. Now don't make your hands too big, make them small, okay? Small little thumb. And then the other fingers would be all together. Let's try the same thing on this hand. The hand will be like this. See how there's one thumb and all the other fingers look like together. So let's try that. Now remember, make it small. Let's start with our little thumb. Just your thumb. And then curve it around and curve it up and attach it to the sleeve by making that shape come around. And there you have it. Now I'd like you to finish the rest. What kind of face do you want to have? What kind of face does your character have? It's time for you to have fun and to continue the drawing on your own. Bye for now, PS51, and I'll see you for our next lesson.